You want to become the kind of person who doesn't just get one thing that you want, but the person who experiences and manifests all of the things in life that you truly want, right? That's why you watch this channel, right? Okay, awesome. I'm almost 99% sure that you're in the right place, but just to make sure, I need you to answer one question for me. And I am not exaggerating when I tell you that getting what you want depends on how you answer this question I'm about to ask you. So, which one do you choose? Do you want to be the person who maintains the life that you're currently living, where yes, things will absolutely be familiar and predictable, but you will also continue to experience and attract more of the same things that you don't want? Or do you want to be the person who opens up to a life where, yes, you'll have to make changes to your mindset and your lifestyle that may feel a little uncomfortable at first, but will ultimately align you to the life that you've been dreaming of, where you will have received all of your desires through alignment instead of hustle culture? If you answered option 2, then you are most definitely in the right place and you're going to get a lot out of this video. And listen, there's no judgment from me either way. You have to choose what you think is ultimately right for you. That said, if you're on this channel and you're saying, Jesse, I do want to change my life. I do want to start finally manifesting the things and the life that I really want, then I need you to understand something. The mindset, the self-talk, and the lifestyle that you've currently been living, the one that has led to you getting the same results over and over that you're sick of, meaning that you're not getting what you want, are not serving you anymore. And they're definitely not going to manifest the life that you want. You're going to have to make some changes to what you're doing. But that doesn't mean, by the way, that it has to be this overwhelming, work till you're exhausted kind of change like you're used to hearing with hustle culture. That drastic pendulum swing from one extreme to another doesn't work and is never sustainable. So if you're hearing all of this and you're going, yes, I know I need to do all of this if I want to finally manifest my desires, I just need to know how and what to do, Jesse. Then I got you, and you're going to know precisely how to change your life in an aligned way, not a hustle culture way, so that you can go from being unhappy and sick of not getting what you want to finally feeling happy, fulfilled, and magnetizing anything that you want to you, okay? And I just want to say a quick thank you for being here, because I am truly passionate about helping people that are truly ready to transform their lives. And because you are still here watching this video, I can tell that you are exactly that kind of person. So thank you so much for being here. And on that note, popping up on the screen are today's chapters with timestamps, and they are in the description box and the comment box below as always. Welcome back. If you're new, I'm Jessie Riemann, and I'm going to take you from a life of stress, insecurity, and unhappiness to becoming your highest, most confident self and magnetizing anything that you want to you. Not just one thing, but everything that you want. And I'm going to show you how to do that through intuitive self-development and manifestation. So if that sounds good to you, if you sound like that kind of person, then don't forget to subscribe and leave this video a thumbs up to let me know that this is resonating with you. If you would like to work with me in one-on-one coaching and you would like all of the stress and confusion cleared away when it comes to manifestation, and you want this specific customized plan because no cookie cutter method is going to work for you, you want to know exactly what to do to make your manifestation come to you, and most importantly, you are the kind of person that we're talking about in this video. You are ready to transform your life and become the kind of person who magnetizes things to you, then you can sign up for one-on-one coaching here at this link, which is also in the description box below. Chapter 1, you don't have to be perfect, but you have to start. Listen, I know, trust me, I know how difficult change can feel. For one thing, I'm a Taurus. Hello, stubborn to change. But I know how easy it can feel to keep skipping your affirmations or quitting them altogether, or whatever technique it is that you're using. Keep falling back into the same old patterns of putting yourself down and assuming the worst about life. Believe me when I say I used to be that person most of my life. And by seeking out hits of dopamine, by scrolling on social media, watching other people live out the life that you really want because it feels easier than actually getting it for yourself. And I know that a big part of why you haven't been making the changes that you know you need to make is because you think you're going to have to be this perfect overachiever. which would be exhausting, and you don't want to have to do that. Well, let me tell you something. That is absolutely not true. You don't have to do any of this perfectly in order to get results or to change your life or to start manifesting the things that you want. But what is true is that if you keep doing what you're doing right now, nothing will change for the better. So you don't have to be perfect, but if you want to start turning things around and start manifesting what you want, you do have to start. So let's start with Chapter 2, Your Subconscious Beliefs. Changing your subconscious beliefs is the most important part of changing anything you want in your life. And changing your subconscious beliefs to align with what you want is the most important part of receiving anything that you want to manifest. Look, I know that many of you come from being tired of working your butt off to get what you want. So you turned to manifestation and thought, I'm just going to be able to manifest whatever I want without having to do anything. And while I can tell you that manifestation will help you get anything you want without the hustle and without burning yourself out, if you're not even willing to do the mental work of repeating your affirmations, your visualization, whatever you're using, in order to reprogram your subconscious mind so that your subconscious mind can start getting you a different result, then that means that you expect for change to happen in your life without you having to change. And if you expect for manifestation to work simply because you decide, hey, I want this thing, but then you go on about your life focused on why things don't work out for you and why you never get what you want, you are not changing. So nothing is going to change. So if you really want the change, if you really want to get what you want through manifestation instead of hustle culture, which you do because you said it at the beginning of this video, then here's how you're going to do it. 1, repetition, because repetition is, again, how we change your subconscious beliefs. So pick the technique that you like the best. Again, that could be affirmations, visualization, scripting, vision boarding, the water technique, whichever one you want. And if you guys ever want me to make a video about the 101 on the 411 on all of the different techniques and how to use them, let me know in the comments below and I will absolutely make that. But pick your favorite technique and say or visualize it or whatever you're using, something that at least part of you believes is possible for you. And then make sure you say it or visualize it or whatever in a way that feels good to you when you say it or when you visualize it. And doing this, making sure that you're starting out with something that you believe is possible and it's something that you want, is going to make this process a lot easier, especially if you're someone who has struggled to be able to manifest the things that you want. You can manifest anything and you don't have to believe that it is possible whatsoever. But when you're getting used to this and building up your belief in what you can manifest and what is possible for you, it is a great idea to always start out with things that you currently believe are possible for you. And once you get that trajectory moving, you're going to be able to move on where you see that you can manifest more and more and more. You're going to do your technique every day. As you always hear me say, at least 5 minutes every morning right when you wake up, and at least for 5 minutes every night right before you fall asleep. If you are wavering, meaning that you are starting to think about or focus on the old beliefs that say that you don't have what you want, then you are going to do your technique more often, even for just a couple minutes here while you're brushing your teeth, or 10 minutes while you're driving in the car, or while you're in the shower, or while you're doing the dishes, so that each time you start to waver, you are immediately impressing upon your subconscious that this new belief or this new image that you keep showing it through and telling it through your affirmations or your visualization or whatever you're using is in fact true. And you are not going to give up no matter what happens, no matter what you see, until you have your full desired result. 2, how to do it when it's hard. I have heard many of you ask me, Jessie, how do I persist when it's hard? It is as simple as this. You remind yourself of what will happen if you don't persist. Your subconscious mind will never change, which means that you will never get your desire, period. Think about the things you do every day, like brushing your teeth, taking your kids to school, taking your dog for a walk. Do you always want to do them? No. Are there consequences for when you don't do them? Yeah, absolutely. Do things run much smoother when you do those things? 100%. The same is true for sticking to your repetition. And this one's a really big, important one that's going to help you a ton. Listen to a lot of success stories every single day. Go out of your way to listen to tons and tons and tons of success stories. Purposely look up manifestation success stories. Look up people like Dr. Joe Dispenza's success stories, because the more you open up your mind to what is possible every single day, the more you will believe that you can and will have your desire too. Even if you have a tough day, even if you felt negative that day, keep doing this process. It may not feel different yet, but I promise you that repetition is changing your subconscious mind. And if you need to work through your trauma or your resistance while you are manifesting what you want, do it. You do not need to ignore your trauma or your emotions or your resistance. I am a really big fan of things like therapy, EFT, NLP, somatic therapy, parts work. You guys know I've brought that one up so many times because I'm such a big believer in it. Whatever it is that you want to use to help you heal and process your trauma and emotion, absolutely do that, but combine it with the repetition of using your affirmations, your visualization, whatever technique you're using in order to reprogram your subconscious mind. And the last thing that I want to say in this chapter is that if you are truly serious about becoming the kind of person who manifests everything in life that you want to experience, then you cannot give up. You cannot give up on this. You have to keep going with this repetition of reprogramming your subconscious mind until you have your result. Chapter 3, your self-talk. You know all the critical, negative stuff you say to yourself? You know how you put yourself down and say stuff like, "Ugh, I'm so stupid. I'm so worthless. So-and-so would never love me. I look so fat and ugly. I'm never gonna get the life that I want." I want you to think of the person that you love the most in this world. Have you got that person in your mind? Would you ever say any of that negative, critical stuff that you say to yourself to that person? If you're a healthy person, then you just shuddered at that thought and you said, "No way, I would never." Why? Why would you never say any of that to the person you love most? Because it's abusive, right? And if you were so cruel that you spoke to this person that way, you would expect it to negatively affect their self-esteem and their perception of themselves, right? And over time, if you treated them this way enough, well, hopefully they would love themselves enough and leave, right? But if they stayed, then that would most certainly have a negative effect over their entire life, right? Right. Yeah, you are abusing yourself like that. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll see that all that self-criticism and that self-cruelty is doing nothing but making you feel worthless, never enough, insecure, and completely defeated. And do you think that you will be the kind of person who attracts and magnetizes the things that you want to you? No. And you deserve to have everything and every experience that your heart desires in this life. Every single thing that you want is something that you are meant to have or experience. That's why there's so many of us that want and feel called towards so many different things, because we're not all meant to have the same life and the same things and the same experiences. So if you want to start getting what you want, then you can't be the person who puts yourself down anymore. You're going to do this. 1, every day, get out a journal or the notes app on your phone, and I want you to write this 3 times. I love myself because blank. I love myself because blank. I love myself because blank. And each day, I want you to fill in each of those 3 blanks with 3 reasons that you are either proud of yourself for something that you have accomplished or overcome in your life, something that you're good at, your smile, your pretty hair, your sense of humor, the sound of your laugh, anything that you appreciate or any trait that you have that makes you feel good about yourself. And I have one caveat to this. Only one of these, you guys guys already know this if you're one of my previous coaching clients and we've done this exercise. Only one of those is allowed to be something that you do for other people, because I want you to build your self-confidence in who you are, not just what you do for other people. And when you catch yourself being self-critical, you are going to tell yourself, I am not abusing myself anymore. I do not deserve that for one more second. And 2, you're going to tell yourself, I am improving, I am working on myself, I am getting better, and I am proud of myself for... And last but not least, chapter 4, your lifestyle. Manifestation isn't just about getting cool things and having awesome experiences. It's about improving your life. Getting the things you want and having the experiences you want is awesome, but not if you're just sitting around hating your life until you get what you want. In the manifestation community, I've noticed that the thing about your lifestyle that I'm about to tell you is the one that many people don't want to hear, for the same reason that I stated earlier, because they want to just be able to have what they want magically show up without them having to do anything. And I want to repeat that I am not about to tell you to do, work, hustle. That lifestyle leads to burnout every time. I've done it. I've experienced it. And I have never gotten the life that I actually want that way. But what I am going to tell you is that if you are doing the repetition work to reprogram your subconscious mind, like we talked about in chapter 2, but in the meantime, you're choosing habits every day that make you feel stressed and exhausted and unhappy, you're going to make this process a heck of a lot harder on yourself. And you're going to put yourself in an energy where, because you don't feel good or happy, you're going to be more likely to say, what's the point? My life sucks anyway. So why stick to my affirmations? I bet you've experienced that. I know I have. I used to be that way all the time until I started to make small, progressive changes to my lifestyle to improve the overall quality of my life, like getting enough sleep and prioritizing good quality sleep by making sure that I'm not on my phone or watching TV for at least the last 30 minutes before I go to sleep. Having a designated time for social media and then getting off of social media so that I'm not spending all day overstimulating my brain and creating an environment where I'm constantly comparing myself to other people or watching content that makes me feel scared and hopeless and negative. On that note, only allowing myself to watch social media content that benefits my self-growth or my manifestation practice, or at the very least just makes me feel really good when I watch it. Making sure that I only allow encouraging, supporting, and loving people in my life. Making time for hobbies in my life that I enjoy, even if that is only for 10 to 30 minutes a day sometimes. And most importantly, prioritizing time for true rest and relaxation, where I'm allowing my nervous system to finally be able to come all the way down. Doing things like taking a nice relaxing walk, a bubble bath, or a meditation for me. And when I started changing my lifestyle this way, my manifestations started coming in way quicker. And I became more magnetic to lots of amazing positive things, not just the things that I was specifically manifesting, because my lifestyle was making me a happier, healthier, calmer, and more fulfilled person. And isn't that how we all hope that we're going to feel once we get our manifestation? The thing is, our manifestations won't make us feel that way. It's us and how we choose to live our lives that make us feel that way. And as a result, we attract and manifest the things that we want faster and easier because we are in alignment with what we want. So I urge you to take a look at the things that I have listed and the areas of your own life where you can and will reduce stress, add more relaxation and self-care, add small activities that you enjoy, and this is an important one, be grateful for what you already have. I promise you that if you do all 3 of these things that we've talked about in chapters 2 through 4, and you start implementing them in your life in small and doable ways, rather than telling yourself that if you can't be perfect, you're not going to do it at all. If you focus on these 3 things, nothing will stop you anymore. Nothing will get in the way of you getting what you want in life. You will be happier, you will feel more confident, more fulfilled, and you will see that all the things that you want, and other great things in general for that matter, will become easily magnetized to you. And that's what I want for you, because it's a truly, unbelievably incredible thing to experience and you can do it too. I sincerely intend that this video helped you. If you need some one-on-one help with this, you can sign up for one-on-one coaching in my description box below. And if you enjoyed this video, please do me a quick favor and subscribe and leave this video a thumbs up. Like I always say, it only takes a second, but you make a big difference in helping me, because that's how we let YouTube know to get these videos out to more people so that I can help more people exactly like you. You are worthy. You are remarkable. I love you. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.